Hello FPL managers and welcome back for another video. Today we talk about our transfer plans for Game Week 7. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe as it really helps out the channel. If you haven't already, check out some of the other Game Week 7 content that we've put out so far, and with that being said, let's jump into the video. So first of all, let's have a look at the squad for Game Week 6 and how they got on, whilst also discussing some weak points and potential transfers on the horizon. David Raya could only manage the 2 points and goals for Brentford as he's only recorded 1 clean sheet this season. I am hoping their defensive form can pick up though due to their good fixture run in the coming game weeks, and of course I'm always happy with Raya's save potential as he does rank in the top 3 for goalkeepers in terms of saves. Looking to the defenders, Alexander-Arnold was very frustrating getting subbed off in the 59th minute for Liverpool, missing out on his clean sheet points. Reece James also just got the 1 point as Chelsea couldn't get that clean sheet at home to West Ham, despite Reece James looking fairly promising from an attacking standpoint. Jacques Cancelo only got the 2 points as well for Man City, as surprisingly Man City couldn't record the win away to Aston Villa, and Trippier rounded out a pretty poor defensive performance with 8 points as he was definitely the heart of the team this game week. It was good to see Pascal Gross get 5 points in the midfield as he got an assist, as the transfer of him coming into the squad did pay off. Mo Salah and vice captaincy just got the 3 points as he failed to produce any returns away to Everton and didn't really look too threatening in this game. As did Wilf Zaha as he managed the 3 points as well, not really providing too much for Crystal Palace away to a fairly strong Newcastle defence, and Gabriel Martinelli rounded out the midfield with 3 blanks out of 4 as he just got the 2 points away to Manchester United. Jesus also blanked for Arsenal and their defeat to Manchester United away, but it was good to see Haaland's captaincy decision to pay off as he got himself 18 points by getting 9 points with a goal and 3 bonus points doubled up. Just quickly on the bench, Ward got 2, Andreas got 2, and it was a bit surprising to see Patterson get the clean sheet to Liverpool as he got himself 6 points and Archer sat there on the bench in the last spot with 0. So looking at this squad, the main players that we're looking to move on in the coming game weeks do include Trent Alexander-Arnold and Archer. Trent really hasn't been providing too many points for his price right now, and Archer is a great opportunity to upgrade as there's plenty of forward options in the game. So with the discussion about Trent Alexander-Arnold being a potential player on the horizon of a transfer out, let's have a look at his replacements. Just quickly though, Trent does face Wolves at home in Game Week 7, so we're probably not going to move him on this game week, but definitely one that we're going to look on to move on in Game Week 8 or 9. Ben Chilwell is the first player that we've identified as a potential replacement after he got himself 10 points in Game Week 6. I am hoping that's enough for him to get a starting spot in the Chelsea defence now, as he has had 6 game weeks of building up his fitness to start those games for Chelsea. Of course, he is extremely productive when he plays, so I do think at £5.8 million, he could prove to be an excellent value pick, especially with Chelsea's good fixture run. Liverpool at home in Game Week 8 is the only real difficult fixture in the next 6 game weeks, so definitely a great chance to capitalise on his clean sheet points and hopefully some attacking returns as well if he can get some starts over Cucurella. His 2.6% ownership also makes him fairly tempting, as I can sort of escape this template a bit more into the FPL season now, and that should allow me to increase the rank as well in the team. Ruben Diaz is definitely more of a safer pick and a solid replacement instead of Trent as well, allowing me to free up a lot of money as he's just coming in at 6 million. His ownership is also fairly low with just 10.3% right now, and if we are looking to bring him in either Game Week 8 or 9, Man City do have a good immediate fixture run. If we choose to bring him in Game Week 8, Wolves away, Manchester United at home and Southampton at home are 3 really good fixtures from a defensive standpoint, and hopefully Man City can get back to their clean sheet ways. Diaz has played at least 60 minutes in all of Man City's games so far this season, as he looks to be one of the more nailed defenders outside of Cancelo. Double City defense could definitely be worthwhile as they're not really conceding too many big chances, actually having one of the lowest expected goals conceded in the league so far, and their long-term fixtures are also very good if we do choose to go for him on a wild card up until Game Week 17 or 18. Diaz actually has the 6th highest expected FPL points out of any defender so far this season, only behind Saliba, Gabriel, Cancelo, White and Darlow, providing a decent threat from corners as well, taking on 3 shots with the 0.33 XG, so with 29.2 expected FPL points across his first 6 matches, he's definitely one that I would expect to score well in the coming game weeks. As a cheaper alternative, Dunk comes in at £4.6 million, which would actually allow me to free up around £3 million to upgrade Archer. I currently do have a bit of money in the bank saved up already, so he's definitely one that's going to allow a lot of funds to be freed up around the squad squad, which can actually prompt the move to Sterling in midfield as well if he continues to maintain his good form. Dunk has picked up 22 FPL points so far with 3 clean sheets, which is fairly impressive. He was a little bit unlucky in Game Week 5 where he scored an own goal, which should take a few points away from him, so definitely one to look out for Brighton, as their defence has been very solid. They have just conceded these 6 goals so far this season, which is one of the lowest out of all teams in the Premier League, and I really like the upcoming fixtures as they're very conducive for more clean sheets. Despite Liverpool away and Tottenham at home in Game Week 9 and 10, they've got green fixtures all around, with Bournemouth and Crystal Palace in Game Week 7 and 8, and then Brentford and Nottingham Forest in Game Weeks 11 and 12. So at such a cheap price of £4.6 million, he's a great option to free up some money around the squad and potentially increase the flexibility of the team, as we can always drop Dunk down to the bench in his difficult fixtures, as due to the extra money spent around the team, it should be a more well-rounded squad. So if Trent is a player on the horizon of a transfer out, there is going to be lots of money freed up around the squad, which could see Cameron Archer being a great opportunity to upgrade. There is definitely some great mid-price forwards right now if we want to switch to a 3-forward formation, so let's have a look at his potential replacements. The first one has to be Toney, as at £7.2 million, he's provided an excellent points return for his price. He is currently the second highest scoring player in FPL with 45 points, only behind Erling Haaland with 67. Furthermore, I really like Brentford's upcoming fixtures, and Toney's underlying stats are absolutely incredible, so he's definitely one that's probably the top priority to come into the team. He's taken on 15 shots this year, 6 of which have been on target with a 3.18 XG, which does actually rank towards the top amongst all players in the Premier League in the first 6 game weeks. In fact, this stat does rank 5th, only behind Haaland, Mitrovic, Kane and Jesus, and he's also accompanied this XG with a 1.91 expected assist stat. This figure actually ranks 3rd amongst all players in FPL, only behind Kevin De Bruyne and Pascal Gross, who are midfielders that typically make a lot more attempted assists. So after combining these numbers, Toney actually has the 3rd highest expected FPL points so far, only behind Haaland and Kane right now, so really good value at £7.2 million, and I would expect him to keep up this form with Brentford's superb fixture run. Southampton, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Newcastle and Brighton are the next 5 opponents, and I just expect Toney to continue scoring goals for Brentford, as he's just getting so many chances, and Brentford have been performing fairly decently from an attacking standpoint this season. The next one has to be Alexander Mitrovic, and he's a real rival for Toney for this 3rd forward spot in our team, as he's been absolutely immense for Fulham in the first 6 weeks. He is coming in at slightly cheaper at £6.8 million, but still a fairly similar price. His ownership is significantly higher though, it's nearly at 25%. Outside of Chelsea at home in Game Week 7, Fulham's fixtures are just as good as Brentford's, with Forest, Newcastle, West Ham, Bournemouth and Villa being the next 5 outside of Game Week 7. Looking at some of Mitrovic's underlying stats, they are very similar to Toney. His XG is slightly better with 3.94, actually ranking 2nd amongst all players so far this season, but his 0.72 XA is just half of Ivan Toney's. Mitrovic has taken more shots with 27 and actually doubled Toney's shots on target with 15, and his expected FPL point stat of 37 is only just behind Toney's 38.43. So looking at these stats, as you can see, it is very hard to decipher between Toney and Mitrovic, and there definitely could be a bit of fortune associated to which players and the managers choose. If I had to pick one right now, I would be slightly leaning towards Toney, as he provides good goal potential but also a very well-rounded player with good expected assist stats as well. As a 3rd pick though, it's just key to note down Danny Welbeck here, as at £6.5 million, he could also be a nice differential with just a 1.4% ownership. He has contributed 3 assists to Brighton this season, and of course they do have good upcoming fixtures, with Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Tottenham, Brentford and Forest as the next 6. So I suppose if managers already have Toney or Mitrovic or aren't keen on either option, Danny Welbeck could be a decent alternative, as his underlying stats aren't bad and Brentford's fixtures are conducive to some more FPL points from him. Just on the topic as well of another potential replacement, Ollie Watkins has been in good touch for Villa, getting himself 2 goals and 1 assist this season, and Villa's fixtures do take a turn for the better over the next 6. Thanks for watching today's video. If you guys want to become a channel member, then click the join button down below and get featured on the members board at the end of the videos, just like Philip Ash here. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel and click the notification bell. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.